Jürgen, can you quite believe how that unfolded today out there?
Yeah, I saw it. So it's easy to believe because I was live here. And first of all, we have to say, Aston Villa did really, really well. It was very physical, very smart, very direct. Did a lot of really good things, and we not. So of course, everybody who saw the game know that we had in the first half big chances which we didn't use. But you can anyway. If you concede 7, I'm not sure we had that many chances that it could have been 7-7 maybe. But yeah, we made too many mistakes and massive mistakes, obviously. Start with the first goal, then I maybe mix it up which was the second or third goal, what can happen with 7. But around the goals we made massive mistakes, and we lost the balls in the wrong area. We didn't protect properly. It looked like after the 1-0 we lost a little bit the plot. So like protection.
That's what I was wondering, whether it was the nature of the first goal early in the game, whether it's like you got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, it looked today like, but it's not an excuse because you can be 1-0 down, and usually it's not a massive problem. You just do the stuff you want to do, but we didn't. We created, yes, but we didn't protect ourselves properly. It means pretty much each ball we lost was a massive counter-attack, which should not be, and that's why we had these. Why we conceded the goals, and then I think not sure 2 or 3 deflected, which is
three of them, yeah.
3, which is unlucky. But a deflected ball is not a coincidence. It's a deflected ball, maybe not all of them, but very often it's not a proper block. So that's why it's deflected and not blocked. And so there's nobody to blame apart from me and us today for that, and all credit to Aston Villa because they did exceptionally well. And then of course you don't want to have a score sheet with 7-2. The problem was that the good things which we had in the first half gave us a little bit the feeling if we do that again and do the rest better, we can score 4-2, 4-3. So that's what we tried, but we made the same mistakes again, lost the balls in the wrong moment. And Aston Villa again, have to say that they just were so good. Watkins, wow, he caused everybody in the last line problems today. And of course, when you give the ball to Djik in a 1-1 situation on the left wing and he can go inside, then it's at least a big chance, and today there were goals, and that's what we all. So the game is easy to analyze if you want because the mistakes were so obvious, but it doesn't make it better. Obviously, who wants to lose 7-2? Years ago, we told ourselves we want to create history. That was history tonight, but obviously the wrong one.
How's your goalkeeper, Alisson? I mean, we knew that Thiago and Sadio Mane weren't going to play, and then we news today that Alisson was out with an injury. Is that a long-term thing or not?
Yeah, longer, not but it's long. So too long for the next few games for sure. So it's a shoulder thing, but we have to assess it properly. But it looks like a few weeks he will be out, and we will see.
Must be annoying for you that you've got a couple of weeks to sit and think about it now. You haven't got a game coming up quickly because of the international break.
My problem is not so much that I have time to think about. That's usually not the case. So think about it is okay, but then we have only 2-3 days max because the boys come really back late. So now, first and foremost, we have to. I still hope and pray that they all come back healthy. Even when they didn't perform tonight really well, particularly well, but they're still my boys, and I hope they come back healthy. And then we have 2 or 3 days to prepare the derby. So and yeah, that's then a challenge. The things. What do we want to say? I have time to think about that. What do we want to say and what do we want to ignore to prepare that game?
Well, that'll focus the mind wonderfully.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, Dean, the stage is yours. What was the master plan? How on earth did you do that?
Just sheer hard work and quality within the team. I mean, the work rate and the work ethic that the lads put into that game today. When Jürgen Klopp says wow to you at the end, you've done something right. And the players were tremendous tonight. Carried out the game plan to executed the game plan perfectly. But the sheer work rate from all the players, and it's against an exceptional team. They are exceptional, and you've got to be at your best. And we was at our best today.
In your long association with Aston Villa, and I'm talking as a supporter as well, how many games, nights, occasions can you think of to to match that?
Well, that's the biggest regret tonight, isn't it? There's no supporters here to witness it and enjoy it with us. I'm hoping they're all enjoying it in their homes. But my first game here was beating Liverpool 5-0. I think it was 5-0 at half time as a fan. So to beat them 7-2 today is.
We were talking about that in commentary. 77 maybe.
77 it was, yeah. I think it was 5-0 at half time as well. So a tremendous achievement from all the players. They work very hard, and you work hard and you deserve what you get then.
Is that a slight regret that this place isn't full and jumping to the rafters?
A massive regret, because I can only guess how it would be, but dear me, there'll be certainly some smiling faces going to work tomorrow, that's for sure.
So how did you do it? What did you see? What did you work on in the build-up to this game?
Oh, well, if you get outworked by Liverpool, they beat you because they've got exceptional talents. And, even when they scored that second goal, 5-2, you're still not sure whether it's enough against them because of what they can do and what we've seen them do to teams. But we worked on the opposite switch to some deep runs, and we made some great deep runs.
Is that your way through their high line?
Yeah, that was what we wanted to do. We just felt that they've got such a good team shift. Whenever we passed the ball, if we reversed it to the opposite side, we felt that's where the space would be. But football's fine margins as well, because they've had some chances in the first half as well where our goalkeepers made some good saves. In football, the game could be different, but it wasn't today. Our goalkeepers made some really good saves, and we made some really good finishes, and had a couple of deflections along the way as well.
And any individuals you want to pick out? I mean, Ollie Watkins obviously springs to mind. Ross Barkley on his debut as well.
Well, I think there was eyebrows raised about Ollie Watkins when we brought him for the fee from the Championship. I think that's doubled now at least. So he's a
selling tomorrow.
No chance. He's a tremendous talent. But I felt that we'd learned a lot of lessons from last season. I feel we have. But we've added quality to what we believed was a good, strong team anyway.
So last season was a relegation scrap, went right to the death. What is this season now about, on the back of what you've done, not just today, but in the early weeks of the season?
Well, I mean, it's a good start. An exceptional result today, a really good start. The big thing is that we won't get complacent. We'll certainly enjoy it, because times like results and performances like that don't come around too often against teams like Liverpool. So we'll certainly enjoy it, and we go into an international break now, international period, with a big smile on our face, and a lot of pride and confidence and momentum.
Thanks, Dean. Well
Cheers,
done.
Patrick. Thank you.
Virgil, first time in 57 years Liverpool has shipped 7 goals. What went wrong?
Obviously very disappointed. Also, if you look at the goals, we should have done better, and it was one of those days where just, obviously the 3 deflected shots, didn't help. Obviously the chances we had, we didn't score. We were quite too open. The organisation wasn't as good as normal. So it felt like it was one of those days where nothing went, how we wanted to go, and but we can't take credit off Aston Villa. So well done to them.
Did Alisson's absence unsettle things a little?
I don't think we're gonna blame entirely Adrian for this. Obviously, we know that, for example, in the first goal you can do better, but if you look at all the other goals, we could have all of us could do better. So we're not gonna give that the reason why we lost here with big numbers.
The conversation being in the dressing room after that?
Obviously, it's going to be a bit difficult because everyone is, going away today or tomorrow. So we have to stick together. We're an experienced group. Obviously, we didn't lose with this kind of number so far, and hopefully never again. But it is key to stick together, and everyone has to contribute to that as well.
And how important now is the Merseyside derby? It's always important, but it takes on an extra dimension, I guess.
We're still early in the season. Obviously, we want to win every game. But what I said, everyone is going to their respective countries and have to perform for the countries, stay fit, don't get coronavirus, and hopefully everyone's coming back fit, and now we focus on Everton.
Thanks, Virgil.
Thank you.
Big beaming smile on your face. Have you tried pinching yourself yet, just to make sure that really happened?
I think when the first one went in, I pinched myself a little bit because I scored so early on. But I'm just delighted that I could contribute, and we won at the end of the day.
You're clutching the match ball, rightly so. What is it like to be a Premier League goal scorer, and more than that, to score a Premier League hat-trick?
Unbelievable. before the game, I wouldn't thought that I'd score 3 goals, but you know, after the first one, got a bit of confidence and grew into the game, and I got chances. You know, I think at the end of the day, I should have got more in the end.
You could have scored a 4th and a 5th, couldn't you?
Yeah, I don't know if I was offside for the other one, but I think one-on-one with the keeper, I've got to be scoring that. And I think
Ollie, don't be too harsh on yourself today.
I know, but you know, you can always improve, and I think I backed myself to score that.
When did you start thinking? I mean, you scored really early in the game, but as a team that there was so much in it for you today.
You know, we saw how high they play, and I just thought, well, the game plan was trying to get in behind them at the end of the day, and you could see it worked from there.
It definitely worked.
Yeah, it did. You know, we fancied ourselves today, but I'm not sure we thought the scoreline would be that like that.
That's an interesting thing you said, though. So how hard did you work in the week on getting through their high line?
It was more about, you know, just blocking off the passing lanes and just making sure they can't pass through us. You know, we knew it would be hard, but you know, we all worked together, and it showed tonight.
Ollie, a hat-trick against Liverpool, against Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, against Gomez and Van Dijk. It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
Exactly, a perfect hat-trick as well, the boys are saying at half-time, so yeah, I'll take that.
Well done.
Thank
Well
you.
played.
Cheers.